Hey class. So I decided to do a video that kind of goes along with the blog post that I made. The post should include all the links and kind of photos that I'm talking about today, and I'll kind of reference them as I go. What I decided to do is sort of look really closely at the two organizations that I've been following since I sort of started this class, which is, I think you pronounce it CHI Friendship, and then also the Share House in Fargo. And I kind of tried to look at how they use first still images and then how they use sort of moving video images and how that sort of rather enhances what they're kind of trying to tell the public and then how it maybe might kind of just basically affect them overall. And then in addition, I sort of poked around at the other organizations and sort of tried to see what they were doing as far as still images went and moving images as well. So I'll just start out with CHI Friendship because I noticed from the minute I started kind of watching them, they have been sort of advertising the Giving Hearts Day. I think it was a really big event for them. And so I noticed that when Giving Hearts Day came up, they did a lot of posting that sort of correlated with it. So what I noticed on their main video or on their main homepage of CHI Friendship is that they don't really have very many videos actually like moving images, but they do have a lot of still images. And what these still images do is they sort of talk about or like show what they're doing in kind of a friendly and inviting way. And then so I'll list the link to their homepage and also list a screenshot of kind of like their overall homepage and how it's very inviting to maybe a visitor. So yeah, I noticed that they didn't use very many videos on their homepage. But what I did notice is on their Facebook, they managed to post a lot of videos, and when Giving Hearts Day came up, they were very active with posting their videos. One in particular, they actually filmed at the Giving Hearts Day, and then they posted it, kind of encouraging people to stay involved and also thanking the people who were involved with Giving Hearts Day. Um, yeah, so I thought that was very effective to put that on their Facebook, which is something they actively update, so it makes sense to put the video of the Giving Hearts Day on that rather than the homepage, I'd say. Um, and then as far as their Twitter goes, I took a look at that as well. I was expecting to see maybe more videos of the Giving Hearts Day also on their Twitter because, in my opinion, Twitter is something that you update even more than Facebook maybe because it's just like a daily sort of post mechanism sort of type thing. But yeah, I was surprised to see they didn't post any videos on Twitter. I think it would have been really probably good for them to post videos on Twitter because as people are scrolling through their feed, they would probably watch it because a lot of times on Twitter videos just automatically play. But I did notice that again they use a lot of still images, and leading up to the Giving Hearts Day, they posted a lot of images that advertised it, kind of encouraged people to get involved again. Um, but yeah, no videos on Twitter, but that's alright. So the next organization I looked at was Share House, and Share House is the other organization I've been following really closely. So I had mentioned this earlier in my other post is that ShareHouse goes definitely for like a more formal approach on their main webpage, but they still do utilize a lot of still images. It shows a lot of these still images show like kind of what they stand for and how they kind of have a very family sort of private base sort of and what they stand for. But what I did notice is on their homepage they did kind of have a section of what's called success stories, sort of. And under this section, they have a video. And this video is a very sort of touching, personal, kind of just telling of someone who went to the share house or experienced their services and had a really good outcome. So I thought that use of kind of moving video images or like that use of videos on their part was really strong because I guess for a more formal approach, you wouldn't be want to posting videos everywhere and like overwhelming whoever comes to visit your web page. But in that case, that use of a video I think is very strong. It shows in a really sort of a way that makes a really big impact. It shows that they do have success with their services, and I think a video is a really good approach to doing that. So I decided to poke around a little bit at the other organizations that were listed on the main page for this class. And so then I came across the International Committee of the Red Cross, and wasn't really sure like what this organization does 100%. I mean, I probably should, but I don't. So I kind of poked around on that, and I try to see, how they utilize basically still and moving images, and they also use a lot of still images, which I think is they use it very well on their part. Again, it like shows what they do and what they stand for. But then also they use a really really strong video as well, and it was actually kind of like the video was more of like a movie. It showed this little boy getting ready for school, and you're starting to follow this little boy, and yeah, you follow him very closely, and he leaves for school, and then it's very tragic. But then an explosion happens because this boy lives in like a third world country, pretty much, where those kind of things happen. So basically, it just makes you like follow that really closely, that whole story really closely. And I thought that was a really strong use of a video on their part. So overall, after looking at these three websites and looking at the CHI Friendship main page, Facebook, and Twitter, I can come to the conclusion that still images I think are really great, and they really make a good impact on letting people know what they stand for, kind of what's going on. Like as far as the Giving Hearts Day, I really knew that was coming up because they kept posting about it, and when you use images rather than just plain old text, I think it captures the attention of kind of their visitors a lot better. So I think that still images are very great, and they are extremely powerful. As far as videos go, I think that those are even, in a way, they have even more power to them, but they have to be used in the correct way, kind of in moderation. Like you don't want to post too many videos all over. So yeah, basically, great use of still images on all three organizations' parts. And then I think CHI Friendship could have used more videos. I like how they did it for the Giving Hearts Day on their Facebook, but overall, I think they could have used more videos. But they could always put up more. And then I think that ShareHouse and then also the ICRC used a very great, like a good amount of videos versus still images. So yeah, basically that's my review and kind of thoughts on still images versus videos, and kind of how visual storytelling can definitely make an impact on some message that you're trying to tell people. But yeah, that's kind of just what I think, and thanks for watching. And all the screenshots should be with or like going along on this post. Hopefully you can follow it closely, but yeah, thanks for watching.